Thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Mike Parker. We'll be checking in with my partner, Captain Willie Dykes, in just about a minute or so here. Well, once again, we're starting things off out here on the big water of the Chesapeake Bay, trying to give you as much coverage as we can of this Maryland Trophy rockfish season from the start all the way to the end in mid-May. Well, I find myself right now aboard the Fishing Time with Captain Greg Bedsworth and a great group of anglers departing out of the Deal Island area this morning. Headed a little bit north up the bay, try to find those fish. Got the planer boards out, about a dozen or so rods. Now we've just got our fingers crossed. I'll tell you what, we're just getting started here as the clouds are kind of clearing out of this area. But right now, though, I want to send it out to my partner, Captain Willie Dykes, who's on another boat a little bit further up the bay. And Willie, I understand this trophy rock fishing trip, kind of a personal milestone for you.
That's right, Mike. We're right here in front of the fish magnet here at Gootees Marine in Golden Hill, Maryland. We just got finished a trophy rockfish trip out on Chesapeake Bay, and we're going to rewind it for you right now.
I actually passed a few personal milestones on this trip. First of all, I had never been on the bay in such rough weather as we experienced this spring morning. It was like something out of the movie, A Perfect Storm.
The wind's out of the west this morning, so over on that western side, the channel's going to be a lot better than it is right here. Coming out the eastern side, out of the Honda River here. We're getting the wind right on the chin right now.
As our eyes became adjusted to the light, we realized that we had quite a crowd on board the fish magnet. Some 11 anglers in all, not including me and Chopper Chuck or Captain Phil Gootee and his mate. As I got acquainted with the crew, I found out that I'd be witnessing another milestone. One lucky man aboard would be catching his very first trophy-sized rockfish. And it wasn't long before the first strike. The first man hauls away, and as you can see by the dip on the rod from our head cam, this is no minnow.
Nice fish.
Even with the rough weather, the crew is pumped up, and this has all the earmarks of a terrific day on the water.
Fish number 2 on after about 30 minutes of cruising around. We got one on. Yeah, looks like a nice one, too.
That line was fishing 30 foot down. A lot of bait there, so you know those fish are mixed, the stripers are mixed right in with the bait.
Pretty fish. Now I'm warmed up.
And we're just getting warmed up too, because suddenly it's rock 3.
There he is, fish on, fish on, fish on. Come on, Bernie.
Might have dinner.
The more they come, the better they look. That was another really beautiful fish. And all of a sudden, just about the time we were all going to go to sleep, it's gotten a real western around here.
Reeling in fish number 4 practically knocks this fella's hat off. Okay, so maybe it's the wind, but I'm willing to lend a hand. There will, of course, be a small fee for my services. Chopper Chuck gives us a unique perspective on Fish 5 because he's got our underwater camera attached to a pole. And just like that, we're about halfway to limiting out. But who's the lucky fellow who's going to snag his first rock? It's not the next 2 anglers who strike fish simultaneously.
Well done.
One after another, we reel in the fish.
Every fish on board so far, and haven't lost a single fisherman, so it works just right.
And then the last angler, an Eastern Shore native who has traveled the world and flown over the ends of the earth, gets a chance to reel in his very first ever rockfish. And I promised you that I'd be witnessing his very first rock because I just happened to be wearing the head cam.
Get it. First one? Okay. We got to cheer him on then.
He must be out there.
You got it. You got it.
Might not have volunteered if I knew it was going to be this much work.
You're doing great. You got it.
First rockfish ever in my whole life. That was a beautiful thing.
Took him a little while, but he got her in.
Critic. Everybody's a critic.
That's right.
Coming up next on Outdoors Delmarva, some of the world's best are in Ocean City, Maryland, where this wildfowl-inspired art has to be functional too. But first, did you know? The largest freshwater tributary to the Chesapeake Bay is the Susquehanna River to the north. On average, how many gallons of water enter the bay from the Susquehanna each minute? Is it 12 million, 19 million, or 31 million gallons? The answer when we come back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Ocean City Tourism, Shorts Marine, Shooter's Choice, and Gootees Marine. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back